I just gotta say, Nic Cage is playing John Madden, legendary football sensation. From football player to coach to actually just dominating the airwaves. GR knows, like one of the voices of NFL football for years, generations. And originally, we talked about this in the show, it was actually supposed to be Will Ferrell playing him, which I kind of was more for that.
Yeah, that's better.
I think so.
He's got the body for it,
right? But now we have Nic Cage taking this role. People are saying ever since Longlegs did so well, that's probably why they came to him. And I just don't see it. I mean, I love Nic Cage. Nic Cage could do no wrong.
Football man.
He's a football man, yeah. but Nic Cage can do no wrong in my book. But playing John Madden, maybe you've played the video games too. His name's been on the video games for years. I mean, this guy he's a legend in the football world. GR, tell us the truth about this. You love John Madden probably. Can you imagine Nic Cage portraying this man in any kind of believable way?
In one word, no.
That's all it takes.
Madden was his own, a very different kind of guy. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, Nick, I love your work. As Brian said, you can do no wrong, but this isn't the role for you.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I think it's bad casting. Honestly, I loved the Will Ferrell thing. There was actually pictures of Will Ferrell look just kind of like John Madden, and I was just like, why would you go? I mean, maybe I think it's David O. Russell that's doing this, so maybe it was like one of those things where he didn't want to work with him. I know people sometimes have issues with him as a director, but I don't know. Nic Cage, I don't see it yet, but we'll see. Lexi, you see it at all? Nothing.
Ferrell was great casting. Like, I'm not a big John Madden fan, but I grew up with John Madden. John Madden was a big part of, like, culture, He's one of those unavoidables. And it's like the guy, Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy and that kind of stuff. There are sports figures.
Like a buffer, yeah.
The Don Cherry, it's another one. I don't know if he's big here, but up in Canada, he was big growing up, so... hockey, anyway. So that's one for me. But, anyway, I grew up with Madden, and I grew up with his games, and his voice is very familiar, and I know I've heard Will Ferrell do the voice of Madden, and I think I've seen him play Madden on SNL before, like in sketches and stuff, and I've seen a lot of other comedians do Madden throughout the years, and I've seen a lot of people do it well. Another one that would have been good was John Goodman.
Oh, yeah, he'd have been great.
He'd have been the best older of the three.
Yeah, like he's a lot older, but I think he would have
later Madden.
Yeah, I just think like that they probably were like it's an age thing with Goodman. Goodman would have been perfect casting on that, but like I think there's a build to Madden that you're not gaining with Cage. I think that people right now have this idea with Nicolas Cage that let's make Nicolas Cage do it, and I'm like, have you ever thought about casting, or do you just go, let's put Nicolas Cage in it because that's fun or funny. And it's like it just seems like Nicolas Cage's big time right now in the spotlight is him being Nicolas Cage. Not his acting abilities, not us looking at him as an actor, not him looking at his abilities, but that people like Nicolas Cage. And that's what we're excited about. And that his resurgence and his return to film right now was that he essentially became a meme, and that meme success was what brought him back into the limelight. Because he was a failed actor at one point. Let's not pretend here. Let's not sit here and pretend like
his career has ebbs and flows.
Oh yeah,
yeah, absolutely. And when it has like downs, they're really down. And I think like he's reaching the end of his lifespan in a lot of ways. Like he's an older man and that kind of stuff. So he's just going to ride this wave.
20, 30 years in him.
For sure, but you know what I mean. Like I don't think he's going to have another down. I think he's just kind of going to remain in this kind of Nicolas Cage meme status area, and I think that's who he's going to be. And I don't know if he's ever going to be like that truly serious actor that we ever thought he was back in the day. And I don't think he's not capable of that. Like, I mean, The Weatherman's a beautiful film. I think there's some really
great, yeah.
I've seen him perform wonderfully on multiple occasions, but I don't want to see Nicolas Cage be Nicolas Cage, and I don't want that from a Madden film. And I think that John Madden's story, even though I'm not a sports fan, I think it's deserving of behind it.
Like some legacy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want a good actor doing it. I want
he was a coach, a Super Bowl winning coach.
Mm-hmm.
The guy deserves to have his legacy properly, like, displayed on screen.
Said.
And I, from what I understand, he was a good guy. On top of that, like, he wasn't even a bad person. I've never heard anything bad about John Madden.
No, and the funny part, if you guys don't know the story, the NFL game ruined his career.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, people don't realize that thing completely ruined his coaching career and got him out of the booth so much.
I did not know that.
All he associated him with.
Those games are really what, like the video games, those are what made him a lot of what kept him in the limelight and made him his money throughout the years, where that he was one of the first people to license his name to a video game.
Yeah.
And so,
It ruined his career, both on the field and in the booth.
Yeah.
But he made a lot of money for those games.
Yeah. He was the Tony Hawk of football when it came to like video games. Like, he was.
I think his games came out first, so you got to say Tony Hawk was the John Madden of skateboarding.
We gotta sell it to the kids.
Yes.
The kids don't know Madden. Madden's an older generation. Well, I guess we got an older generation watching us, but you get it.
I mean, he's my generation.
We have Gen Z watching us.
Yeah, right. Rachel, are you excited about?
I don't know how you got here.
You might be here. Might be here. You never know. Maybe they stick around for a while. Who knows? Rachel, are you excited about Nic Cage as John Madden?
I think they're going to need to do a lot of prosthetics. To get the right.
A whole lot.
I don't know. I as it is, I'm skeptical. If he can bring respect to the role, sure. If they do enough prosthetics to make him fit the role, sure. He's done prosthetics for other movies, so it's not like he's unwilling to do it. We'll see. Kind of the only thing I want from Nic Cage is more National Treasure movies,
which he's already doing. They have the script for National Treasure
that's
3.
All I need. Dude's broke. Nic Cage has a long history of really bad financial choices, so he'll just take whatever they give him.
All the dinosaur bones. That's all he wants. Dinosaur bones.
He's got bones.
Yeah, all the bones.
He pulled a boner.
That's not true. He loves comic books. He's got piles and piles of comic books.
He's got piles of comic books and a Superman suit.
And
he does love Superman.
Shit. He loves Elvis shit. That's why he married Priscilla.
Can you imagine being his kids?
I mean, I would have loved to be his kid. Come on. I love my dad, Dean. I love you, but I would love to be Nic Cage's kid too.
You want to be named Kal-El or whatever, named for Superman because he's so obsessed with Superman.
Kal-El,
right? Yeah. Give me his kid's Kal-El, right? That's crazy. Good for him. You know, he has to love his. Round of applause for Nic Cage, everybody. Round of applause for Nic Cage.
I'll give him a big hand. How's that?
Man.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.